Well, good morning, everybody. This is Lynna, and you're watching Lynna's Life. And I'm just, here to make another short little video. Well, I'm attempting to make a short video because I'm not very good at making short videos because I talk way too much, way too long. But I'm going to attempt to make a small, shorter video. I tried once already and it just wasn't working out. But I wanted to title this video Considering My Words, because it appears to be that my ex and I are now in this tit for tat discussion of, who's right, who's wrong, who's living for God, who's living for the devil, and who's doing the right thing, who's not. So this is a game that is being brought to you by these two people, me and my ex, that I guess my ex doesn't know that she's participating in the game, but by making these videos, these little short ones that she calls Consider Your Words, I know who she's trying to talk to. See, this is what my ex does really well at, and that is at, suggesting things and, implying things that she very well knows that she's speaking to me. So I don't want anyone to think that, that I don't want her to think that I'm not catching on to the little things that she does, because she's done it for years now. Did it in 2018 when she called me an it. She did it back in 2019 when she said, those people that go to the malls and shop and stuff. I mean, it's like, it's so, in their words, pro-wrote, which is not even a word, to give you the honest to God truth. There is no such word as pro-wrote, but I guess the definition in my ex's mind for pro-wrote is prescribed or pre-formulated thought patterns or something, or these things are I don't know. Ask her what she thinks pro-wrote means, because if you look it up in the dictionary, it's not there. But that's how it goes. But I wanted to consider my words. Consider the purchase of makeup as being something of an attempt to cover up something. No, it's actually what women do to feel good, and to have product that makes them feel comfortable and their skin look even and stuff. And as they age, they want to be able to look their best, And it's not just women. Men use makeup too. There's many men that do makeup and everything. So it's not just one gender that uses this stuff. It's more than just women. But I just, I get it. I understand. You like to live in the stereotype. You like having to influence people by talking about how good you are and how wonderful your life is in Christ, and how awful mine is because I've made my decision to apparently remain in some dungeon. Is that right? Entrapped? Is that how that works? Because I'm not entrapped. I'm free. I'm free from you. That's one of the things that I'm free from. But I'm free from those things that hindered me. And, oh wait, that would be you again. So there's no love lost here. I really don't have any respect for my ex. I don't have any respect for what they do. I don't have any respect for how they're bludgeoning the LGBT community to no end, and how they seem to thrive on their narrative of what they expect people to respond and be as and stuff. And to let you know that today I went out with my friend here in Manson, and we went to one of the local casino. They have a restaurant, and they have a really great restaurant that allows us to chat and have a great time and just catch up and stuff like that over breakfast. And we had a great time yet again. And no, nobody looked at me and said, "Oh, that's a man in a dress. Oh God, let's stay away from that thing." No, it was like people like complimented my hair, my skin. They were very kind. The girl that was working right there at the front was like, "I love your hair," and I go, "I love yours too," because it was so long and pretty. But that's not my world. I don't know what world you're living in, but my world is not as you project it to be. That's the problem, is that you think that you know how my world is, but you know that you don't. You just don't. So, these videos you're going to make about, consider your words, or, these little backhanded stabs and stuff, they're not going to work this time. I'm not here to be bullied. I'm not here to be bothered by someone who, quite frankly, I have no respect for. Just none. So you might want to bark up another tree, because the tree you're trying to bark up is not going to come down on you. It's not going to fall. You're not going to chop me down. Not this time. Not today. It's not going to happen. So I do consider my words and consider what I have to say. And, I don't have many things that are nice anymore. And I really don't, to say about you, about our relationship, about what took place. None. So, the damage you're doing to the trans community, the hurt that you're causing many people like me, and I'm a victim of yours in a direct manner, but there are many people that are victims in an indirect manner. And the current damage that you're causing people in the LGBT right now by doing and saying what you're saying, and saying, all people, like as if all people in the planet, which you don't, but you think you do. And you think you can speak for everyone on the planet, which you can't, but you think you can. And that's just not how it works in real life. Typically, you have your own opinion, you have your own way of thinking, and that's how you believe. But you can't go projecting it on to other people. You can't go projecting your lived experience with many people. And also, please, if you're going to use an example of being a gambler and like having like a bad habit and that it destroys the unit, as you said the other day, don't think that I'm not catching on to the little, innuendo that you have for repeating the same thing that I asked you kindly and thoughtfully to just get off of bothering me about and hassling me about. And that's about my children, and that's about me being transgender. So, because your example, you know very well what your example was actually about. For instance, what if you knew a gambler and they gambled and they gambled the family's finances away, and they made the family destitute, and it broke up the family unit. Do you not think that I'm catching on to the fact that you're talking about me being trans, me having left my family, me having children, me not being able to be there for them anymore? It's not rocket science. But please continue the innuendo, and I will continue to make these rebuttal videos. So I guess it's a new thing for us. We're going to have this tit for tat thing. And if you're going to make a video, I'm going to make a counter video. That's just how it's going to work this time around. There's no, there's just no respect being offered to me, and no like, I mean, if you loved me, you would just leave me alone. You would. But you can't, because you're bitter, you're angry, you're frustrated. You don't like me because I don't like you. But it is what it is. Just move on. Forget about my existence.